I picked up yet another Target order. Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. I am home from work. I didn't record anything this morning because, to be completely frank, I just was not feeling much this morning. I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. I could not be bothered for much of anything. I had a bagel and I walked out the door. That was pretty much my morning. But we're home now. It's kind of a boring, mundane day at work. So I think I have the energy to get stuff done, but I'm not going to push myself too far because I do have the whole weekend coming up. The first thing we got to do is make some dinner. And I really don't know what that's going to be, because I really don't want to be bothered. I don't want to do anything fancy, which means I don't really want to cook, which means either a sandwich, microwavable mac and cheese, which is possible, or throwing fish in the stove, or in the oven, in the stove, really. But I don't know, I'm not really feeling fish, so it's probably going to be either microwavable mac and cheese or a sandwich, because I'm a real human being, and that's the reality of my situation right now. I could make pasta too, but that's cooking, and I don't really don't feel like cooking. But let me show you just a couple of things I did yesterday. You saw that I finally was able to mop the dining room, so there's no boxes in the dining room right now. They're all in the living room, which I actually like because it's easier to organize that way. But I also ended up moving this desk over here. It was over on this wall, which was my original plan, but I didn't like it over there. So I put it here, and it's got just all electronics on it. The big computer is not staying here. This will eventually have its own desk. This is just basically storage and display right now. It will have its own desk eventually in another section of the apartment, probably in this corner where I wanted it originally, but I'm gonna have to get a different desk because that one fits here, but it sticks out a little bit, and I don't want to be stubbing my toe and stuff. So I'll probably get a little desk here just for that computer and my microphone, because there will soon be a podcast. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give details on it yet, and it's not going to be just by myself. So I want to get out the details and everything, get everything set up before I tell you guys what's going on. But it's exciting, and I think it's going to be fun, and I think you guys are going to enjoy listening to it if you're a podcast people. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on the TV, watch some Big Bang Theory, and eat a sandwich, kind of calm down from the day, and then we'll get to work. long day of standing. Basically today, it was the first day of department manager training. So I met the other department managers. We went through all of the stupid New York State orientation videos. Well, not all of them, but a good portion of them. And then for the people that were not transfers, we did register training, which obviously I didn't have to go through, but I did help the corporate trainer and by like monitoring and answering questions if he was unavailable and everything. So I did help with that. So, you know, that was hours of standing with helping with the register training. So I needed to sit. But I picked up yet another Target order after work of just a few things that I realized I needed. One is pot holders and kitchen towels. I was hoping I wasn't gonna have to wash them before I use them, but they're all fuzzy and weird, so they're gonna have to go in the dirty laundry and get washed first, which is annoying because I'm not doing that until Sunday, and it is currently Thursday. But I got a set of black and white since I'm doing black and white in the kitchen, and then I got some extra kitchen towels in the same pattern. I got myself another flipper, turner, whatever you want to call it, but this one is not wood. This one is a nylon plastic, and then the handle is like a soft handle, soft grip kind of thing. So this should be good for my eggs because I got that wooden one, which I don't remember if I showed that to you guys, but I got that wooden one, and that's gonna be great for baking, not so great for frying pan stuff. I got napkins because I didn't realize that we didn't buy napkins when we bought stuff for my apartment, and I've been using paper towels, which is fine, but now that I have napkins, I can save on the paper towels. I got some more coffee pods, even though I don't really need them yet, but I decided to grab them since I was putting an order through. Egg noodles, 2 Smart Waters, and another Witch's Brew Alani, which sat in the car while I was at work. So I'm glad to see that it's not exploded. I also got a set of drawers, which I don't even know if you guys can see in your vantage point because the screen went black, but I got this set of drawers for my closet so that I could put bath towels and hand towels and stuff in. So that I can save that space in my dresser and get them out of that zip-up tote. So I think because of the fact that we got this today, and I wanted to stop living out of totes for my clothes, I think we're gonna focus on the bedroom tonight. So we're gonna put this in there, but the towel is in there. We have like snow globes to put away, candles to put away, more of my clothes to put away, although some of the clothes are still not going to get done because I am waiting on an order of hangers that I ordered from Walmart that are supposed to come Saturday. I specifically made it for Saturday since I know I'll be in the apartment. So really hope they come either Saturday or Sunday and not on a day when I'm at work. So yeah, I think we're going to focus on the bedroom tonight and get that somewhat figured out. I really need to vacuum the carpets, but the little tiny vacuum I brought with me is not going to cut it. So Mom's letting me have her vacuum because she bought a new one, but I can't get that for a couple of weeks now. So unfortunately, vacuuming is not going to happen at the moment, which is really bothering me because it's grossing me out that I'm walking on an unvacuumed carpet. But it is what it is. But first things first, we have to have dinner. Because if I get started with stuff and I don't have dinner, I am not going to remember to eat. And I think tonight we're going to go fancy. And just have some microwavable mac and cheese. Because I really just can't be bothered. And I'm not starving, but I know that if I don't eat, I will get to that point. So I'm just going to quickly heat up some microwave mac and cheese. And then maybe have a little bit of a snack later or something. I don't know. Get that out of the way and done, and then get to work. I am going to also take some pills because I do have a slight headache. And I think that's because I've been looking at screens all day. But we only have one more day of training left this week, and then we have the whole weekend to get stuff done. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, this is way less than what there was when I first moved. So I'm not too worried about it. Wow, that is a lot of bugs. probably hearing the fan and you might be hearing the TV too, but here is this stand that you saw me in a time lapse putting stuff in and on. So we got snow globes and candles. Just kind of use this contraption for one because I had nowhere else to put it, and since everything is mismatched in my bedroom, I figured I could use it in here. But also just kind of display things and not have them on my headboard. That's what my plan was. And then I got some of my clothes figured out. Just for a little extra added light and ambiance here. I got some of my clothes figured out. They're all in order now. When they were hanging up before, they were completely out of order. So they're all in order now. So I hung up what I could, but I don't have enough hangers. And like I said, those hangers are coming on Saturday. So I still have one tote bag with graphic tees in it, and then a quarter of a tote bag with the rest of all of this. That's gonna all get hung up, I hope. The rod is already bending, so I'm not really sure how I feel about the graphic tees being hung up. I really want to so that I could save space in my dresser, but you can see it's already bending, so I don't know. But yeah, we got that basically figured out, so I'm happy with that. And then we got this set up for towels, not finished, but it doesn't need to be right now. We have time. We have, we're not going crazy. We don't have to do everything right now, so we have time to still figure some stuff out. But some of the stuff, like I have two big old boxes over here with blankets and sheets and stuffed animals and things that I just don't know what I'm doing with right now. So yeah, it's gonna take some finagling, moving, placing and replacing and to figure it all out. But we're getting there. We're getting there. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do tonight. I'm not really feeling like doing much more. I did do the dishes and placed a few things in the kitchen that I didn't record because it was just, tiny little things I did as I was thinking about things and like watching TV and whatever, and then just things came to mind, so I just quickly did it. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do tonight. And then tomorrow is Friday, like I said, one more day of training, and then we have the whole weekend to not only get stuff done in this apartment, but run errands, go to the laundromat, maybe possibly explore the area a little bit. I haven't decided if I'm doing that yet, and plan for our week. So see y'all in the morning. And this time I am going to get up when my alarm goes off at 5:30. We are not sleeping in. We're not turning off the alarm and going back to sleep. We're getting our asses up. Good morning, y'all. It is 6:45 on a Saturday. Yes, I am a crazy person and I am up early, but because I did not get up early during the week, I kind of have no choice. So we're freshly showered. We're awake and alert for the most part, and we have big plans today. So, well, big tasks, let's put it that way. Lots of stuff to get done today in the apartment, but there is one little, well, maybe possibly two little places to go, but one exciting, very exciting place to go. My first time visiting something like this. I'm making it sound better than it actually is. It's a farmer's market. And as you guys have heard me say in the past, at least I hope, I can't remember because it's been so long since I've actually done videos on the regular. We didn't have farmers markets where I used to live. So I've never really experienced one. Like we used to have craft shows and stuff. That was strange. The camera just turned off on its own. Didn't like that. I just paid this off. Let's not have any issues here. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, but we didn't have farmers markets in my old area. So I'm excited that there's one right down the road. It's actually in the parking lot of the mall I'm working at. So it's something they do every Thursday and every Saturday. So that's really cool because if I'm working and I can get to it before it closes, I can go to a farmer's market. So that's really exciting. So we have that on the plans today. I have to check a few things before I decide whether I am going anywhere else. But I don't want to go crazy going places today because not only am I waiting on that delivery of hangers, but I also just want to get a lot more done today. So we'll see. We'll see. So first it is in breakfast. I'm just going to make my normal yogurt stuff because I need to eat bananas and strawberries before they go bad. farmer's market starts at 8. So I figure once I'm done eating breakfast and just relaxing a little bit, starting my morning, I can head over there, get that done early, which probably a lot of people do at farmer's market. So I assume it's probably gonna be pretty busy. So I'm not even worrying about like crowds and stuff. I'm just wanting to get that done early so I can get back. Welcome to the last day of the weekly vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know it hasn't really been too exciting. It's just kind of been you guys keeping me company and chilling while I'm getting the apartment ready. I swear the rest of the Living Alone Diaries will be much more exciting, much more aesthetically pleasing as well, because I know that this one's just been a lot of me kind of talking your ears off, but it's just kind of the vibe I'm feeling right now because, well, for one, I'm living alone, so I don't really have anyone to talk to, which isn't a huge deal because I talk at work, so when I come home I don't really want to talk anyway, but it also makes, you know, there's kind of like noise in the apartment when the TV's not on, and also I'm just really excited to share this with you guys because you've heard me talk multiple times for a long time now about how exciting it would be to live alone and get out of my mom's place and everything and just kind of be me without any restrictions, do what I want, say what I want, you know, put things where I want. Like it's a very freeing situation, but it's also kind of a learning curve, and there are some, you know, like little moments of I gotta do this on my own, how do I do this, how do I do that, I gotta figure this out, etc. So you guys are coming along with me, and by all means, if you have any advice down below, like from the first time you lived alone, of what I should be like keeping an eye out for, what's difficult, tips and tricks, whatever you guys want to give me, feel free to put them down in the comments. I don't have to take them, and I'm not going to be offended by them because, again, I don't have to take them. Okie doke, back from the farmer's market. It was really cool, but I did learn I had to leave and come back because I forgot farmer's markets don't take cards. So I had to go and get some cash. So I'm going to keep that in mind from now on. But I think I will be going back to these farmer's markets. I didn't get a lot today because I still have some stuff left over from when I went grocery shopping. So I don't want to like get it and then just have something go to waste. But I will be going back because I want to get grapes and green beans and potatoes, and oh, it's going to be so much fun. But I did get some things. First of all, I got kettle corn. Probably shouldn't have. Really don't need it. Probably going to rot my teeth, but it smelled too good. And then I got something else I don't need. A big old pie. Love pie. Not going to go there because I'm a Supernatural fan and all.
Bring me some pie!
It's a brownie caramel walnut pie, and I really don't need it. It's bad for me. It was $8, but I had to try it, and it was going towards the funds from the sales were going towards the kids' college fund, so I felt like I kind of had to do it. I got 3 vegetables for $2. One extremely large and yellow squash. Wow. And 2, ow. Good thing I'm mixing them. Also large and in charge zucchinis. And then I also went to Target mainly because I needed to buy a vacuum because I could not wait another 2 weeks to vacuum these floors. As much as I would have loved to not spend the money and taken my mom's old vacuum. I just cannot wait another 2 weeks to vacuum these floors. They're just too nasty, and if I wasn't walking in bare feet, maybe I would be fine. But the more and more that I pack things, or that I put things away and I get rid of the boxes, it's just, I'm just grossed out. So I need to vacuum. So I did get that. I'll show that to you guys when I put it together. But I also got some little small space air fresheners, strawberry scent. They smell fantastic because I don't know if it's a musty smell. I don't know if it's because some of the stuff in here is new. I don't know if it's because of the neighbors, that they have a dog. I don't know what it is, but it's just a little weird smelling in here when you first walk in, and it's bothering me, especially in my bedroom because I can smell it while I sleep. Last night I had a candle melting, which I know shouldn't be doing while I'm sleeping, but it wasn't an open flame. It was melting under a lamp, air freshener, and I got some of these at the dollar store, which I don't remember if I showed you guys that haul, but I got some of these at the dollar store and they suck. They smell if you put your nose against them, but other than that you can't smell. So we're getting some more, but I had one in my room and I don't really think that was doing anything anyway, but that also was in there last night and I could still kind of smell it, but I could smell the candle more than anything, so that helped me. And then in addition to that, I also got that same scent in a spray so that I can spray the carpets after I vacuum, and a couple other things probably too. And then I also got a hairbrush, a styling brush, because I like to use a comb to comb my hair after the shower, but I needed something that was going to keep the frizz down, which is what this is supposed to do, but also the comb doesn't, like, it separates my hairs, if that makes sense, and I want like smooth, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does or not. It probably doesn't, but I got a brush. And then finally I got, and I really wish she hadn't put it in the bag the way she did, because now it's all bent out of shape, but it was only $2, a placemat for the dining room table. I was going to go to Kohl's. That's what I was talking to you guys about this morning, about how I had to figure some stuff out. I was gonna go to Kohl's because I saw a green and like tannish color plaid tablecloth or placemat that I liked, but that one was $6. This was $2. So I'm like, I'm gonna go cheap. It's still a neutral color, so it still kind of fits the vibe, but yeah. So that was everything I did. Now I'm gonna stay home, wait for that delivery while I unpack some more stuff and clean some stuff and things. I can't believe I am geeking out over carpets, but they feel so much better since I vacuumed and sprayed. Just even on my feet, they just feel so much better. Now, they are a thick carpet, so moving that vacuum was not the easiest thing in the world, so I'm definitely getting a workout. But just this one room I've done, it feels so much better in here now. I'm gonna keep going, but I need to unpack before I can vacuum anymore. So I think I'm going to go into the kitchen and I got catching my breath because it was really hard to push. I think I'm gonna go in the kitchen and unload the dishwasher. It's 10:30, so it's too early to have lunch, but I do need to keep an eye out for FedEx. And the last time I checked, it said between 10:30 and 12:30, but it keeps changing, so I don't even know when they're gonna get here. But I don't even know which buzzer is mine out on the outside of the building, so I don't even know if they can buzz to get in. So I want to make sure I'm in the living room and keeping an eye out in case they arrive, so that I don't miss them and I get my package. FedEx has taken their sweet ass time coming here with my package, so it's 1 o'clock now. I need to eat something. It's probably just gonna end up being another sandwich, to be honest, because I'm not really feeling mac and cheese, and there's not much else to choose from. And I also gotta use up the spinach that's in the drawer, so it's either a sandwich or it's egg on a bagel. I had to figure that was gonna happen when I started making a sandwich. I literally just got plate out and it pulled up. So, we got our hangers. Alright, I have had more than enough cleaning and unpacking for today. There's a couple of little tiny things I'm going to clean. There's a cupboard in the kitchen that still has to be cleaned underneath that I want to use for stuff that I don't use that often. And I want to clean the fan over the dining table because I noticed this morning when I was eating my breakfast, which is not a good time to notice it, that it is quite cobwebby and dusty. So I want to get those two things done today, but other than that, I am done. So I decided I'm going to try the pie. I was thinking it was going to be an actual like brownie and then just pie stuff on top, pie crust, but it's like a melty type chocolate. It's very strange. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but it's not bad. It does taste like a brownie with walnuts on top. I don't really taste the caramel bit, maybe a tiny bit. But I don't really know if I like the consistency of it. I think I much rather would have it just be like a baked brownie inside a pie crust, if that makes any sense. But it's edible, and the proceeds went to a good cause. So I would much rather prefer to do this tomorrow, but I'm going to have to do it today. And that is planning my week. I have the week to plan, but I also, within that week, I have a work trip, which I will be recording. And I want to kind of plan that out since I'm going to be by myself. I want to like kind of give myself a little bit of an itinerary in a way because I do want to do some stuff while I'm there, even though I'm there for work. So, and I'm only there like 2 days total. But right now I'm just going to relax, turn off my brain, turn off the camera. I can't really turn off my phone, but try not to touch my phone and just watch some Big Bang Theory and enjoy myself, enjoy my place. Dinner is done. We have some, I'm not really sure what's on it when you get it in the freezer, but it's frozen salmon and I put honey on top after it was cooked. And then lemon pepper honey zucchini. So it's just zucchini that I got at the farmer's market with lemon pepper seasoning, and then I put honey on top after it was cooked. I like honey. You're gonna find that out. I like honey on like everything. My first actual dinner, like the first thing I've cooked in this apartment. Granted, I didn't do much cooking. I only cooked the zucchini. The fish was frozen. I just stuck it in the oven. But still, first official cooking in the apartment. And it looks delicious, and I'm going to enjoy it with my nice Heineken. I'll get back to you guys after I am done and after I finish cooking the rest of the zucchini that didn't fit in the pan the first time because I should have used the big pan. But we learn. We live and we learn. I can't believe the first Living Alone Diaries video is done. Like I said, I know it wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing or the most exciting or anything, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, remember, thumbs up, comment, follow if you're not following, or subscribe. I'm not sure if you can do both nowadays. Yeah, bon appetit.